Good morning, friends. I hope you are doing good. Let me share about uh, the importance of software architecture. I remember in my last engagement, we could not make a sign off of the architecture design document with the customers stakeholders. The reason being, there was not right person at that point of time when we were supposed to start the development. However, because of the budget constraint, we could not stop and we continued the development the way we thought the architecture of this software should be. However, when later the architecture from the customer came and he start giving the suggestions in terms of the language they prefer, in terms of the computing resource they prefer, we end up with lot of troubles. It gives us the lot of rework, which incurs the cost, which incurs lot of problem in terms of scalability of our organizations. I believe this kind of problems will always happen if there is no proper architecture before we start any software development. Today I am going to share three key benefits from the architecture that we can derive. Number one, a common communication among all the stakeholders. This architecture design document will make sure that there is a common understanding, common views, common approach, and common roadmap as far as technology solution components are concerned. These common understandings can be in terms of the cost that involves, in terms of the roadmap that for the today and the future that organizations is looking for in terms of scalability of the software. So the common understanding is the key among all the stakeholders in order to take your software into next level. So the architecture design document will help on that. Number one. Number two, a transferable design document. When you start creating a architecture design document, there will be a lot of components which can be reused. The quality that we derive from the design document that can be reused across other projects, across similar projects, and that transferable design document will help to reduce the cost for the current project and the organization as well. Number three, it gives a overall scalability, maintainability, and long-term roadmap when the software architecture design in place, because it will explain the communications and interactions that different software component will have. It will talk about different non-functional requirement that a software should address. It talks about how the different solution components are chosen at the right time, at least at the early stage of your software development, and therefore the design decisions from the different solution component perspective is very important to reduce the cost, to reduce the operations and maintainability issue in the long run. So all these issues will be addressed as far as design considerations are concerned. It can be non-functionals, it can be functionals, it can be performance oriented issues, it can be securities, it can be cost related issue in terms of different choosing the right solution for the right purpose. So overall design decision at the early stage is very important, which a software architecture can address that. In summary, it helps to create a common understandings. It helps to come up with early design decisions so that there will be no issue in the long terms and at the short terms. And third, it creates a transferable component which can be reused across the organizations for similar or related projects. So it is very important that we consider the architecture design guidelines at the early stage of our software development, and we continue to follow the architecture in the long run as we start developing the software. With this note, this is Nirpa Chhetri sign out for today. We'll connect with the next video. Bye bye. Till then.